Hi everybody, it's Gail from Gail's Bookish Things. Here I am with day 22 of July Journaling Joy, and I wanted to add a simple tip to our lineup of things that we have done, and that is to create a label for your pens. I just got this idea a couple days ago because I was doing some highlighting in my Bible study, and I would notice that, I've noticed this for a long time, but I finally got the idea. Like, let me show you on some of these. I'll just dump these out. But oftentimes the color that is indicated, you would think would be indicated by the casing or the barrel or whatever that's called, doesn't end up being the color that's showing up, which is somewhat understandable. I realize, like, this one is good. Kind of get the idea. I would pick up this one though and think I was going to get this nice caramely brown, and then it comes out. I really don't like this color at all. It kind of like, it's like a vomit brown. I don't know. It's just not attractive. This is beautiful. That not so much in my way of looking at things. And then here I'm expecting a bright orange. And it comes out almost like a macaroni and cheese kind of color orange. Do you like my color descriptions? Vomit brown and mac and cheese orange. And then this one, I mean, that's like a nice deep pinkish red, and it comes out quite bright and almost more neon-like. I do like these highlighters. These are the Mr. Pen, the sleek version. I think the idea of that is that it has a finer tip. They go on like a real creamy crayon or sort of like an oil pastel. They are a gel kind of highlighter. This one is purple. Obviously the purple that it creates is much more, well, it's kind of dark actually. It looks darker here, I think, than it tends to go on the paper. But even that, well, yeah, that's pretty good. And by the way, I'm using the Strathmore notebook. I talked about that the other day when I got these 3 new papers to sample from Paper Penguin Co. And I didn't like this paper at all for fountain pens. That's just my very limited knowledge and experience. But then I was at Target the other day and I noticed they had a spiral bound art pads that were Strathmore paper. I'd never heard of it before. Probably just wasn't aware and so never noticed. And it said on the label that it's a good paper for mixed media. So if you need a more heavy duty paper for different kinds of things like that, paints or whatever, or watercolor or oil pastels maybe or something, this is gonna do well for you, I think. But for me, fountain pen, not as much, but please comment if you've tried it with a fountain pen and what kind of ink you've used. Now this one I think is really surprising. So this to me looks like it should be red, and it comes out like that. So I think the colors they chose, this one again, more of a magenta, and maybe that one is a fairly accurate one. I just felt like some of them were so different than what you expected. And this brand, this is from Daily Grace Co. It's an online company that supplies Bible studies, highlighters, Bible tabs. You can get mugs, dish towels, t-shirts, etc. All Bible based. Mostly they focus on Bible study and devotionals. These all look pretty pastel-y. But I think these kind of come out different. So anyway, let's just do a quick run up. That one's good. I've talked about these before. The yellow is as expected, pretty bright. I like the mild liner yellow, but that's a totally different thing. These are gel highlighters. That's pretty good. I think these might be a little bit more accurately represented by the cover, except for this one. So this seems very pale. It comes out quite a bit darker. Still a softer purple. So I guess my whole point in showing you all this and coloring in front of you, making you want to color, I hope, Anyway, I like these. I love this one for a gentle highlight in my Bible. Usually this is just a side note, but if I have a thought about a passage and I just write that on the side, I like to kind of make a speech bubble, a thought bubble thing, and I outline it with this. But you can see this blue here and this are quite different. So this is a very soft, pale, almost grayish blue, and this makes you think more of a sky blue. So my thought was, ramble to get to the point, is make a little tag for your pens that may be the color on the whatever that is, the barrel, is different than the color in which it actually writes. So I just got some of those little oblong labels. I'm seeing if I have any. I don't have it with me. Typical, just the rectangle labels, and I just turned it sideways and made little slash marks of color. Not slash marks, but just little swipes of color. Stuck it on there, and then I covered it with a transparent tape, just your basic kitchen type tape. I didn't use the kind that's kind of cloudy looking. I used the clear. And packaging tape would work really well too. But for these gel highlighters, at least, you might like doing this too, just as a service to yourself. So you end up with the color you want. And I wanted to say, typically what I've done is I'll say I'm not sure which orange this is. So I have a scrap piece of paper and I do that. Oh yeah, no, whatever, not the one I want. It is the one I want. This way I can just look at it and say yes or no. I don't have to mark up everything in front of me with little swipes of color. So I hope that's helpful. It was like a aha moment for me. It was kind of fun to do, and I feel like it's going to really be useful. And I hope that helps you too. Hope you're having a great day, and we'll see you next time.